Sixers fans, what's up? Apparently I should make a video about this. I've been told that I should make a video about Lance Stephenson. Let's talk Lance Stephenson, I guess. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the family, join the community, do all that, kit and caboodle. I say the same thing every single time. No one listens. Please. I make content every single day. I am consistent with it, and it's only going to be more consistent from here on out because school is out, ladies and gentlemen. School is out. Starting today. Let's talk Lance Stephenson. So apparently, the Sixers are among a couple of teams who are going to be checking out a private workout for Lance Stephenson, and I want to talk about how I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it because, look, I think Lance Stephenson still has some left in the tank. I think he's a gritty player, and I think defensively and occasionally as a shot creator, he can bring a lot to a team. But, I have a couple concerns. One, he hasn't really proved to be a good basketball player outside of the city of Indiana. He's only really been good on the Pacers in his career. I mean, he got that big bag in Charlotte, and he sucked. He's bounced around. He hasn't been good. He's only ever been able to play basketball in Indiana. And I don't know what that says about a guy. I don't know what that says. And I look like, as of right now, the Sixers have Ben Simmons, and if we're going to have Ben Simmons and we want to expect to win some games, we just have to surround him by some bucket-getting three-point shooters. And Lance Stephenson's just never been that guy, and he never will be that guy that can be able to catch pop from the three. He's just not that guy. I think he's a dude who can come off the bench and give you 8-9 points a game, but he's not really ever going to be super efficient. And I just don't love the fit in Philadelphia. I like Lance Stephenson. Again, let me say it. I like the way he plays basketball. I like how he is one of those guys, kind of like Corey Brewer, that one game against James Harden when he just got in James Harden's head. That's something Lance Stephenson tries to do and often succeeds in most situations, except when it's LeBron James. But that's beside the point. No one can get in that man's head. I like Lance Stephenson. I think he's a guy who can come off the bench as a ninth man and be pretty consistently okay. But I don't love the fit in Philadelphia. If I'm the Sixers, I'm just going out and getting more shooting. I was a very big fan of the Georges Niang signing just because he's hit 40% or better in the last 3 years from beyond the arc. We don't need a guy who's going to be going crazy doing some street ball, skip to my Lou, Ray for Austin street ball moves. We need a dude who's just going to stand there, catch it, pop it, and be consistent from three. That's what's going to make Philadelphia a better team, is just shooting. It's not an abundant amount of shot creating on the bench. And I get it, and because we do need that too, but I think if Shake Milton continues to improve the way he has every single year, he's going to be just a more consistent shot creator. I think Tyrese Maxey is on another level right now. I think he's been showing everybody in the city of Philadelphia that he is more than I think what we even expected him to be. I think he's starting to look like a guy who, it made sense that there are rumors that Morey said he's off limits in a Harden deal. He's starting to look like a guy that would make that make sense. I mean, the dude, just dropped 39, 38 in a Summer League game, in an overtime game, when he hit some unbelievable clutch time three-pointers, step back, off the dribble. Dude, Tyrese Maxey looks legit. I'm going to make a video probably tomorrow on just the Summer League core that the Sixers have right now and why I think the future is a bit brighter than I think most people think, and why I think Tyrese Maxey is the sole reason as to why I think Damian Lillard is going to come to Philadelphia, because the way Tyrese Maxey's playing right now it's phenomenal. And it may even come to a point, this is becoming a Maxey video, it's even coming to a point where that Tyrese might just be the man from day one for the Sixers in the regular season, that we're just you know what? We'll just move Ben Simmons for more depth because Tyrese Maxey's our starting point guard at the age of 20. That it might come to that point. I'm not saying it will, but I'm saying it's a possibility. Maxey's been looking good, man. But back to Lance Stephenson, I just think he plays a good. I think he could honestly be a backup point guard, but to the extent where I'm saying is look, Tyrese Maxey, I don't think Jaden Springer is going to be at all relevant to this team this year. I don't love the way he looks in Summer League right now, but, it's early on. But I don't think Springer is going to be a rotational piece this year. But I think Stephenson is just, we have an abundance of backups at a lot of positions right now that are kind of even. And instead of just making a solid rotation of 9 guys, maybe 10 guys, because it's Doc Rivers and the dude loves playing 10 guys a night, I would see Lance Stephenson falling at like a small forward position more so than a point guard, and I think Lance Stephenson thrives more when he's playing point forward, and I just don't think that's going to happen in Philadelphia, which leads me to believe that the fit does not fit. The fit does not fit. Yeah, the fit just won't fit. It's like putting a square peg in the circle holes in those little kid games. It's just not going to work. I don't think Lance Stephenson's a good fit in Philadelphia. I think he might still have some left in the tank. I still think he's going to be a good basketball player if given a good opportunity and a good location and a good role for him, but I don't think that's going to be Philadelphia. And for that reason alone, I hope Philadelphia passes up on it, and I think Philadelphia should completely lean towards outside shooting. I think Isaiah Joe has the chance to be a guy this year. Shake Milton, of course. I think Maxey, of course. I think Georges Niang is going to be a sneaky good pickup. He's going to be a consistent guy who can shoot the ball well from 3 consistently, like really consistently. I mean, he is a really, really good shooter, and a lot of you guys just don't know of his game, and that's not to your fault because he plays in Utah and screwed the Jazz. But I think Niang is going to be a guy who can shoot the ball well from 3 and also make extremely high IQ plays. His lack of athleticism is abundantly clear, but the way he visualizes the game before it occurs, the way he approaches his playmaking, the way his high IQ impacts the game, really, really makes up for the lack of athleticism that he has. And I think Niang's going to be a good pickup. The Andre Drummond pickup to me is like, I like it a lot because I think it's great value for a guy of Andre Drummond's caliber. But again, the fit to me, like I feel bad for Tyrese Maxey because I think Tyrese Maxey excels when it's a 5-out offense. I think Paul Reed at the 5 and 3 other dudes just sitting out on the perimeter. Tyrese Maxey is going to blow by his defender every single time. But Andre Drummond is a guy who's going to clog the paint, and it's going to be really, really challenging for Tyrese Maxey to get the looks that he can get when he has a guy who is going to be clogging the paint. And so for that reason, I'm a little skeptical on the Andre Drummond pickup. But I think for his talent, the value, and the amount of money that we paid, I think it's great value. I obviously don't love the Ben Simmons, Andre Drummond matchup or duo there because it just doesn't. Ben Simmons with anybody at this point doesn't work out. But that's where I'm at right now when it comes to Lance Stephenson and the rest of whatever the hell I just talked about. So peace out. Go Sixers.